Jordan Michael, code WCHL, chapelboro.com. After basically a month of just working on yourselves, going against someone different, how excited are you to actually have a scouting report and go against a team that's not North Carolina?
I mean, I'm super excited, of course. You know, we competed hard with the defense all camp, a lot of competition. I grew a lot in camp. I feel like we all grew a lot in camp. We have such a good defense, and being able and we learned from such a great coach and great coaches. So, I mean, but we're definitely excited to go against somebody else. And now I feel like, during camp, it's offense versus defense. Now it's the Tar Heels versus TCU. So, super excited for that.
When people ask people like us, pundits who cover the team, what to expect, a lot of times the only thing we can say is we don't know because there's so many new players on this team. But for someone who has seen the team throughout fall training camp, what can we expect from the Tar Heels Monday night?
A lot of diversity. We're going to be physical. We're going to play fast. We're going to be tough, smart, dependable. And everything that Coach Belichick stresses is the main things that we're focusing on. Whatever Coach Belichick is telling us to do, he's telling us to do it for a reason, and we're going to do it at the highest level possible.
Let's go to Jeremiah over here. Yeah, to go off of that, actually, like you mentioned, this is TCU specific game prep, somewhat of a two-parter, but how much TCU film have you looked at, and when you did look at it, what sticks out about their defense and what did they, approach this and that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been straight TCU all week. It's been straight TCU. I've been really, really focused on just like their whole defense overall. They got great players. 21's a great player, 2's a great player. They have some pretty good corners and everything like that. 11's a great player. Got to know where he is. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to play Carolina football. We're going to try to make them adjust. We're going to make them adjust to what we want to do.
We got a Brian in the back.
Coach Belichick just announced to us, at least, that Gio will be the starting quarterback for the game against TCU. When did he tell you guys, and what have you seen out of Gio in practice? I'm sure gives you confidence that he can do the job.
We figured out 10 minutes before y'all did. He told us today. So, he told us today. So, I love Gio on and off the field. That's one of my closest friends here. We grew very tightly in a short amount of time. But again, like I said the first time, I have a lot of trust in all of our quarterbacks. Gio's definitely a great player. He's a great leader. He's gonna take us where we need to be. But like I said, I have trust in all the quarterbacks. So, but it's no surprise.
Andrew Jones, Star Hill 24/7. What are some of the things about you that kind of pop to you that people are going to see for the first time Monday night?
I wouldn't even say that you're going to see for the first time. He was very successful at South Alabama. That's what got him here. So, I feel like just Gio is just going to be Gio. He's going to do his thing. He's going to make plays. He's going to improvise. He's going to put the ball where it needs to be. And he's going to be smart with the ball as well. And he's not going to throw us into danger. He's going to lead us. And I have 100% faith in him.
You or something at some point that you this guy's got it.
We threw when Gio got here, we started throwing. I think a couple weeks, or maybe a week or two once he got here. So I just built so much chemistry with him over time. It's like I have so much trust in him, and we spend a lot of time off the field. We're always talking on the phone. We go out to eat, stuff like that. Me, him, Alex Taylor, Ben Hall are pretty tight. That's our close circle right there. We're always together. So it's just like that trust that I have in him off the field and on the field.
Hey, Terrence Asher and Tar Heels on a side. Alex Taylor spoke with us last week. What have you seen from him throughout fall camp, and what has he improved on the most?
Alex is a dog. Alex is a great player. I've had the blessing. I've known Alex since high school. 707 circus and stuff like that. He went to school in a similar area. He's in Greensboro. I'm from Charlotte, about an hour away. And but Alex is a great player, man. Alex is gonna catch the ball. Alex is gonna know what to do. No MAs, no busts. He's gonna be in the right spot, and I have 100% trust in him as well. And I feel good with him next to me.
Shelby Swanson with the News and Observer. I'm curious. You talked about you found out about the starting quarterback maybe 10 minutes before us. When Bill was in here, kind of mumbled a little bit. We had to kind of ask ourselves, okay, did you actually just name the starter? Could you describe just what the announcement from him was like? Where y'all kind of paint that scene for us?
We're just in the offensive, the O-line room team, our offensive team meeting. He was just Gio's a starter, but he was just the main thing he was emphasizing is that we're going to rely on everybody in the room. So even if you could be starting today, you never know what happens. You can go out there, get injured, next guy up, So we're going to rely on everybody, and we have 100% trust in everybody. And that's why I feel like it's so important for us to have chemistry with everybody on the team in terms of just not even just quarterbacks, even different. It's great. I have a great relationship with my O-line as well because they're blocking. Of course, they're blocking for Gio, but at the same time, if they're not blocking for Gio, I can't get the ball either. None of the receivers can get the ball. We can't get the run game going. So it's good to have a relationship with everybody on the field.
We got time for about two more. We're going to go to David, and then we're going to end with Adam up here. Jordan, you mentioned Gio's ability to improvise. As a receiver, how does that play into how you approach the offense? You have to be a little more, a few more comeback routes, keep your head on the swivel a little bit?
Yeah, we call him Magic Johnson. We call him Magic Johnson. Me, Alex, Var, we inside joke. We call him Magic Johnson. You make every play, make every throw, no matter where. So it's just having a quarterback like that is definitely it's a big opportunity for big plays. He can just get out the pocket, and I know he has trust in me. There's times where he'll just throw it up and just let me go make a play, and that's something I'm grateful for. But like I said, it comes over just the hard work and time, and us building that connection. And I'm thankful that he has that connection in me.
And the last question for Jordan. Appreciate that. Shipp, just from a bigger picture standpoint, with all the new guys that have come in here since the winter, the transfers, the true freshmen, what have you seen as the challenges of coming together as a team and making this a team to start the season? And what have you seen as the rewards? How have you seen that whole process work out, essentially putting together a new group?
Really, I would say it's gonna, you probably might not believe me, but I would say we really didn't have any too many challenges. Everybody kind of blended well. We got everybody kind of knew somebody, and that kind of brought everybody together. We got the group that came from Washington. They all came together, and then we had Drew that came from Boise State. He knew Thad previously and stuff like that. And, everybody kind of when Nate Leacock transferred in, I played with him, Carolina Stars 7-on-7. So we just everybody kind of knew everybody and kind of helped us all form together. We got another linebacker, Tamir. He came from Florida State. I played 7-on-7 with him as well. He's from Charlotte, went to Harding, transferred to Indian Land. Those are guys that a lot of us had connections with, and we just kind of all just made it stronger and stronger and stronger. And I would say really a lot of that came from just the off season, spending time outside, of course, but just our conditioning and stuff like that. It was hard, and our strength coach says conditioning is just suffering, and bonding comes from suffering together. How much are you willing to suffer for a better cause? And that's something that I feel really, really brought us together, because it's the stuff we were doing was not easy at all. I definitely feel we're going to be the best conditioned team in the country for sure. I feel we had one of the harder summers and out of college teams, and we got a guy from the Patriots. What do you expect? So that's kind of the standard we hold each other to.
Just to follow up very quickly, sorry. Does the newness add to the anticipation maybe of playing a first game, to get everybody out there and see what this thing looks like?
For sure. I know for me, at least, this is only my second game starting, so it's new to me, and this is college game day, main ESPN prime time. I've never been a part of something that big, but that's where you just stay where your feet are. You can't focus. Right now we're not worried about going out there and playing. We're worried about the prep going into the game. That's all we're focused on right now. So we're not worried about all the stuff going on outside, all the ESPN, we know all that's there. But right now, we're worried about just making sure we have all our Titans crew just ready to go.
Perfect. Thanks, Jordan.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for Gio. Let's go ahead and go
Andrew Jones, Tar Heel 24/7. Jordan said that the offense is start out. They're going to start Monday night. When did you find out, and how'd that conversation go?
Kind of just found out too, just preparing every day, we were all preparing. Max was preparing, Bryce was preparing, Tori was preparing. We all, we're just competing as a team, as a unit, just trying to, put ourselves in the best situation. And I guess it all kind of worked out for me, but I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
You obviously, as a follow-up, you obviously came here with the intent on winning the job and starting. So what kind of personal satisfaction is it for you to have achieved that part at this point so far?
It feels nice, to earn it, finally get announced, of course. That was the opportunity I got, that came about, and that's what I came here for, of course. But kind of feels good just to call my dad, after getting announced, just tell him, we got one part going, now it's time to, go win some games.
Let's go to Brendan here.
Just to follow up on that, you said you just sort of find out too, but Coach Belichick, did what you decide want to look first, and just overall, do you take any significance in sort of being the first starting quarterback to build a second career at college?
Of course, I'm super thankful for the opportunity. Coach told me a little bit before, but nothing too crazy before. Just kind of told me, I've looked good during the fall camp, and told me that I'm going to get the reins of the offense, and just thankful for the opportunity. And, kind of, again, talking to my dad, it's man, going to be Coach Belichick's first starting quarterback in college. It's a great opportunity.
Let's go with that back here.
Gio, Jordan was just saying they call you Magic Johnson. Can you explain us a little bit of the story behind that name?
Well, the story was we were training, and I did a no-look throw or something random, and ever since then it kind of just stuck. I don't know why we went with Magic, but I guess it's a cool reference.
Noah Weiskopf, Tar Heel 24/7. Coaches tend to downplay the impact of national attention, but I feel like you guys live it every day. How do you manage your emotions going into a game with so much anticipation on Monday?
Just got to take it one day at a time. Right now, of course we're worried about TCU now. This is the game week, but just taking it day by day, going through install, watching film, and just getting ready for the week.
Hey, Grant Sastry of Tar Heels on SI. Last year, I actually covered LSU, and you were the starting quarterback for South Alabama. How did that trip to Baton Rouge prepare you for this season, going up against teams that have bigger stadiums? But then also, what did you learn about yourself in that environment?
In that environment, I just learned, just be a competitor, be myself. That's what got me here. And, LSU was a great team to compete against. Game didn't really go our way, of course, you saw that. But just the opportunity to play there and just play against great talent and feeling like I belonged there, it was a good opportunity.
Gio, Michael Coe, WCHL, chaparral.com. Obviously, there's a lot coming into this game. Nick Saban and ESPN are going to be there prime time. You guys are the only game on Monday night. When you're walking around campus, do you feel the buzz? Do you feel the anticipation sort of going into this game?
I don't really pay attention to the buzz. When I walk around campus, I've got some headphones on, listen to music. So I just really just make sure I'm being good in academics when I'm on campus. So I'm not really paying attention to any of that.
Gio, what excites you about what this offense could be?
I think we have a chance to be one of the best offenses in the country, of course. Of course we still got to, day by day, stack days and keep getting better. But I do think we have a really explosive offense and we have an opportunity to be really good. Gio, obviously with the Labor Day start and everything like that, you kind of mentioned, some of the outside things. What are you guys doing in particular to kind of, simulate a game-like environment, if that makes sense? Like obviously you have your on-field prep that you're doing, but are you guys, shifting things around? Like what are you guys kind of doing to simulate a game like? We had some scrimmages in the stadium during fall camp, and then we just had some game day simulations, just going through what halftime will look like, what the start of the game will look like, going into the fourth quarter, those things. So, of course for me, it was exciting just to see that because I haven't played in that stadium or nothing, but Coach Belichick's done a great job, getting us prepared for it.
Got time for two more. Ready to go right here. Fuller, Tar Heel 24/7. You obviously made the decision to transfer here. How does it feel for that process to pay off after a couple months of hard work, and now your first game in Carolina Blue, you're going to be starting in front of the sellout crowd at Keenan Stadium?
It feels amazing, just the opportunity as a whole. I always think my coach Applewhite back at South, he was probably my football mentor, really helped me, get to where I'm at today, and I'm always thankful for him. And just the opportunity I have now to be at North Carolina and play for the greatest coach of all time is a great opportunity.
Last one right here.
Right about the player. Can you talk about kind of your expectations for yourself going into this first game and what the offense needs to do to be successful against TCU?
Just not have negative plays and compete. If we do our job, we should, put ourselves in a good opportunity to win the game. For me, I just want to win games. I don't care if I have 500 yards or I have 5 yards. If we win the game, that's all that matters to me.
Perfect. Good stuff, Gio. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Gio.
Gio, appreciate it. Let's start with Rob right in front.
I saw where y'all have adopted the Rude Boys nickname. How did that come about in conversations with those former players and what y'all talked about as far as taking that on?
Honestly, they had reached out to us, with the new staff. They just wanted to make sure the culture was right in the defensive back room. As y'all all know, UNC's had a great tradition of DBs going back all the way to the 90s. So, really just emphasizing to us, what they want to see out of us this year and, how we should play, how should we attack practice, and, how we should carry ourselves as leaders.
Yeah, who were the guys that reached out to?
It was actually Reggie Love Sr., who was really playing the main point guard role in all of this. But, we talked to a lot of the dudes from back in the day.
At Grant Sasser, Tar Heels on our side, kind of following up on that. What does it mean for you to get hit up by the Rude Boys, which was a key part in that top 5 defense that was in 1997?
Yeah, honestly, it was an honor. Honestly, that they're still tuned in and they're still passionate about the game, passionate about what's going on in the locker room and out at practice. So, it was an honor for me, to be the new guy coming in and, for everybody to be so warm, welcoming and, talking to me, making sure I'm getting all the dudes right.
Follow-up, does that put any pressure on you as a player?
Yeah, it's a little pressure. Obviously, you want to live up to the OGs and their standards, but, at the end of the day, it's just football. you know, we just got to keep playing football. I mean, it's the same game we grew up playing, so.
Noah Westcott, Chart Hill 24/7. You're a veteran guy. Coaches tend to just try and downplay the national hype, national attention kind of thing. Have you felt it around campus, and how have you navigated that walking around here and just knowing what's coming on Monday?
You know, obviously it's a lot of hype going on, but, you know, I haven't really felt it too much. You know, I'm not really too big on off-season hype. I'm more in-season production. So, you know, I'm really just waiting, you know, till Monday to really show what we could do.
You were here in the spring. How have you seen this program, this organization, sort of get built from the ground up? Because you were in on the ground floor earlier this year, and what are your expectations, along with seeing it get built, of what you guys can be this season?
Yeah, me coming in, you know, early January, being here for the spring, you know, watching how the team and the culture has switched, even from the spring to the fall. It's been special. Like, we building something real special, and you guys won't be able to find out till Monday.
Thad, Michael Coe, WCHL, chapelboro.com. When we asked Coach Belichick about TCU's offense, he mentioned they make you guard every blade of grass. Just from what you've seen in the scouting report, what is it about them that makes them impressive, and what can you guys do to guard every blade of grass?
Yeah, you know, they're a fast-tempo team. You know, they run a lot of plays on offense, like hitting out on the perimeter and stuff like that. But honestly, if everybody's just doing their 1 and 11, playing hard, running to the ball, being relentless, you know, I feel like we'll be pretty successful.
Hey, Dad, I work with WRL. Coach's name Gio Lopez, starting quarterback. What kind of things have you seen Gio do? Maybe not even on the field, but football, kind of went over to the locker room and earned his job.
It's really just Gio as a person. You know, all football aside, you know, the guys really rally behind him. They respect him as a leader and stuff like that. You know, him just getting to know everybody, learning everybody's names, learning where you come from, stuff like that, man. Really getting to know everybody in the locker room as a person is really what makes him so special to us, you know, as our quarterback. So, yeah, man, I'm excited for Gio and everything we got planned for this season.
Riken Fuller, Tar Heel 24/7. Obviously, you came over from Washington with defense coordinator Steve Belichick. Having parts of that system incorporated here, and also with Bill Belichick, his defensive mind, his presence, do you feel a sense of comfort having familiarity with that system? And what are the things that you've seen different, and how comfortable do you feel in that system?
You know, it's a pretty different system than what we ran at Washington. But you know, I'm just me being comfortable with Coach Steve as a person, man. You know, he's really, you know, growing me a lot, man. He's always there for me in everything I do. So, you know, just being comfortable with him as a person and him being comfortable with me as a person, it allows me to play football free. So it's really just our relationship, you know, off the field that makes on the field, you know, playing easy.
Perfect. Good stuff. Thanks so much.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.